Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about strings in Python. For those who don't know, a string is a sequence of characters and it is defined between two quotation marks, and this can be a double quotation mark or a single quotation mark. Strings can be alphabetical characters, numerical characters, or special characters, okay? But they have to be between two quotation marks. So let's see a string together. We call it hello, for example, the variable name. And between two double quotation marks, we are going to say hello skill seekers and an exclamation mark. So this is a string, and if I try to print it, print hello, and if I try to print the type of this variable, it is going to say hello skill seekers, and the type is str, and it stands for string. Okay, so a string is a sequence of characters, and we can include any numerical characters too. You see, and I try to run it. My string is hello skill seekers exclamation mark 476 3 and so on. But it is a string because it's between two quotation marks. Okay, let's change it back to that hello skill seekers again, and we're going to talk about slicing the strings. What slicing means is that we are going to take a portion of this string and print it. For example, we just want the hello to be printed. So to do so, I'm going to say print hello, and if I run this code, I will get hello skill seekers. So how can I get just the hello? To do so, in a bracket next to hello, next to my variable name, I'm going to tell Python that I want the string to be printed from this index to this index. Okay, and I separate the starting index and the end index with a colon, and at the left side of the colon I will enter the starting index, for example 0, because Python uses 0 indexing. It means it starts from 0 counting. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. I start with 0, which is H, and I end with 5. Why 5? Let's count it. H is index 0. E is index 1, 2, 3, 4. O is in index 4. But if we say I want to print from 0 until 4, it prints this part, because we are saying until. We're not including the end index, and our end index should be 5, so it is not included, but all between 0, which is the beginning, which is the start index, and 5, which is the end index, will be printed. Okay, and if I run this code, I will get hello. Of course, we can print other parts of the string too. For example, if I try to print index 3 until 5, I will get low. You see, H is 0, 1, 2, and 3. 3, 4. L and O are in the third and fourth index. Okay? And instead of using 0, we can use nothing. If we don't put anything for the starting index point or the end index point, Python will consider the beginning and the end. If I put nothing at the left side of the colon, Python will start from the beginning and end in index 5. Or if I remove 5 2, Python starts from the beginning to the end. So if I print this, I will get hello skill seekers completely. And if I try to start from index 5, I will get skill seekers to the end, index 5 to the end. And that is all about slicing. Another thing we have to talk about is escape sequence. Consider that we have a string like this. Let's say hi, and hi is equal to hi Amir's followers, okay, or subscribers. Let's say subscribers. So if I try to print this one, print hi, there's no problem. It prints hi Amir's subscribers. But if I try to put subscribers between two double quotations, you see, there's a problem. Python says invalid syntax because we used double quotation mark to identify the string. Double quotation mark to identify the beginning and the end of the string. So this double quotation before age is the starter of the string, and this double quotation at the end is the end of the string. But we used another double quotation inside our string, and this double quotation means that I started my string from here until here, and this is the end of my string. And if I want to put another string here, I have to put another double quotation here, and that's all. If I try to print this, there's no error, but you see, subscribers is not between double quotations. So how can I fix it? Let's put it back to that position. So we are trying to put subscribers between two double quotations. To do so, we use escape sequences. An escape sequence is a backslash, and it is very practical in strings. We have escape sequences to include double quotations in a string that is wrapped between two double quotations, or we can use it to let's just see the result of this first. As you can see, these double quotations now are a part of our string, and they are printed. But if we use \n, you see another. If we use \n and run this code, the subscribers will be entered to the next line. Okay, so we can use escape sequences to include quotation marks that are the same as our starting and ending quotation marks. Okay, this is all about escape sequences, and I talked about next line escape sequence, and we can use escape sequences to add backslashes to our strings, and there are many usages for it. So the next thing we're going to talk about strings is concatenation and multiply. Let's say I have my name as Amir, and I have my middle name as, let's say, middle as Hussein. So I want to print my name completely, but if I try to print, for example, print name and print name, and use another print statement to print middle name, you see they are printed in separated lines. Amir in another line and Hussein in another line. So how can I fix it? To fix this, we can concatenate these two strings. Okay, so we can say name plus middle. And as you can see, if we run it, I get Amir Hussein. But Amir Hussein should have a space between Amir and Hussein. How can I add that space? It's simple. You can say that we add another concatenation and we add space here. So name plus space plus middle. And if we print it, we get Amir Hussein. Okay, and this is all about concatenating strings. We can do multiplication for strings too. And what we mean by that is that I can say, for example, print name 3 times. 3 times. If I try to run it, you see, Amir, Amir, Amir. It multiplied name in 3 and printed my string 3 times. So this is multiplication of strings. Let's add another note here, a special note here. You see that we try to concatenate our name with a space and with a middle name, so we can print it all together. But there is another simpler way, which is somehow new in Python, and that is F strings, okay, formatted strings. And by adding an F before our quotation marks, we can concatenate 2 strings without using that plus sign and that ugly shapes. So we can say just in these curly brackets, a name and a space, another curly bracket for middle name. So now if I print it, I will get the same result in a cleaner way and neat way. Okay, and that is all about concatenating and multiplying strings. So we get to the last part, and that is methods. There are a lot of methods to use with strings. I guess there are somehow 47, 48, or 50 methods to use with strings, and we cannot talk about all of them, but I'm trying to introduce them to you so you can read the documentation of Python or research about it to know all the methods that will be used for let's say string. Let's say I want to print my name in uppercase, all the characters in uppercase. Okay, if I try to print it just normally, print name, as you can see, we get a mirror. The first character is capitalized and other ones are not capital, but I want them all to be capitalized in uppercase. So I can put a point after name, and as you can see, there are a lot of methods that show up and you can use them but we are searching for something that can capitalize the whole name. And what that can be, upper. We use upper to capitalize all the characters of a string. So if we print this name with upper method, we see that Amir is now all uppercase. Okay, and we can use another method like lower. So all the characters will be in lowercase. You see, these methods are really practical and useful. We have another methods too, like title, which capitalizes the first character of each word, and we have replace to replace some characters with another ones. We have find to get the index of some characters, and we have strip. For example, let's see the strip. We have Amir, and there are two spaces before and after Amir, and we don't want those spaces, so we use strip to remove those spaces, and you can see there's no space printed. And there's a lot of these methods, like starts with, that checks if a string starts with a character or a word that you define, and we have ends with, that checks if a string is ended with some characters or words that you define. And you can search for these methods. Maybe I will make a video about these methods in the future. I hope this video was good for you and you learned something new. If you liked the video, please just hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button, so I will get energy to continue my job on YouTube. Thank you a lot and have a nice day.